Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hey everyone. Thank you for joining, live or recorded. This is going to be just a cozy session where we'll sort of read some of our favorite poems, passages, whatever stories we want to share. So this is going to be a cozy session. So, all right. Who wants to go first?
I I don't know. I think Manisha has a very special. We were just discussing before we started recording, right? So Manisha wrote a poem inspired by.
Yay. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
then share that.
Manisha, would you please, if you're okay, we would love to hear that.
Yeah. So I've written this poem. I was just sitting around. I said, let me try my hand since we have this session. And of course, I called on my spiritual team to help me and all-knowing intelligence, and they really did help me. It seems okay. So this is dedicated to my son, and it starts with my darling sunshine. Sonshine. Okay, sunshine. I remember when you were small, adorable yet not so tall, always happy and at play. I miss your musty every single day. I often remember my cute little boy who hardly troubled me to buy him a toy. You filled my days with delight every morning, noon, and night. As parents, we observe our children change and grow as seasons swiftly come and go. But I have faith God has divine plans to shape my young one to be the perfect man. Today, Jatin, we feel so proud of you, seeing you live a value creating life with the thoughtful things you do. We'll love you till our days are done, truly fortunate, blessed, and grateful to proclaim you as our son. Winter must turn to spring only if in acceptance, grateful of whatever life brings. Be like the blue sky, calm, serene, and composed. Life's goodness will then mystically flow if not opposed. Environment around will keep you changing like the weather. Believe in yourself. Stay unfazed, focused, and strive in the now to keep getting better. I wish I could write more, but still, that's it.
It's so beautiful, Manisha. I could actually visualize, my son's childhood as you were reading it.
That's nice.
I
Thank
think,
you.
That's
yeah,
so beautiful, so beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
me
you.
too. I think it's like full of love and wisdom at the same time. Like it's very, very, I loved it. I think you can add more later, maybe. Like,
Yeah, I thought I'll
very,
add
very
more.
beautiful.
Give him some more life advice.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little
That's
bit of my
perfect.
Buddhism, a little bit of whatever I've learned in life. So I'm just trying to impart. And because he doesn't live with me, he's in Napa Valley, he's working there.
Mm.
And he's my only child, and he's a cancer survivor. So,
Wow.
and it's hard for my only child to be away. So I just want him to be a good human being, and you know,
Yeah.
so
Oh, it's so
So
I,
nice.
creative, very creative, very nice.
Yeah.
no, it's my thanks to my spiritual team, all knowing intelligence. I said a little prayer before I started. I said, I have this session and just help me create something. And
Wow.
yeah, so it really works, I guess. Your creative and inspiring mind just comes forth.
Yeah. No, and like Preeti said, like, and for me, my son is still young, right? So I was literally like, wow, I'm living this right now, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got me so
I guess
appreciative
we
of
as
like, oh my God, I
mothers,
have this now and it's going to pass, that sense of, oh my God, it's going to pass.
yeah,
Yeah.
Um, but
That's true. That's
no,
true.
and because when they're young, you're usually like so just doing things and you're like not, I mean, of course, there are moments when I'm so appreciative of like, oh my God, you're so young and like this phase is like impermanent. But yeah, it made me feel that again in a very strong way. Thanks.
we as mothers, yeah, I would probably be able to resonate, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, totally. I mean, I only have daughters, but definitely true for
Same feelings. Yeah.
everyone.
Daughters, sons, they are the same
They're
actually,
the
you know.
same, yeah.
Yeah.
And to see that you said, okay, after the masti, became like so responsible. I said, okay, there is hope. Something with teenagers,
No,
you're
no,
like,
no, no.
now.
You know, and the good thing is in Singapore we have the army, right? So the 2 years they have to go, it's mandatory. I
Mm,
think that brought a beautiful change because it changed him from a young boy to a man.
mm,
And the foundation, which is really helping him in US, I think, in his work ways, because it disciplines you.
yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, when they do national service, they come out as grown-up men, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it. I think that people grumble that 2 years wasted, but I think it's worth it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Discipline is definitely a very
Yeah.
important thing. That was
I'm
beautiful.
looking forward to this session. We should have some more so at least we can work and bring out our talents.
Yeah,
No.
next time we have this, now you inspired us to like really write. I've written some, like I used to write earlier, but it's like it's I feel so like nice that you thought of this session and that inspired you to write.
Ah,
Like,
right. Yeah.
amazing, amazing. I think we have
Thank you for
sessions
giving
so
me this platform.
we keep getting inspired by all of you. That's our purpose of this
Inspire
session.
each other. We inspire each other.
Absolutely fabulous poem. And yeah, next time I think more people will be inspired to write something. Yeah, it was beautiful. All right, Smita.
Okay, me? Okay, let me go. Hold on. Okay. I think I'll read from this book. It's called Wisdom from an Empty Mind. It
My
has this
favorite.
short, like, I don't know what to call it. It's not a story, it's just like one page of like wisdom. Okay, let's see. I just opened it. So, creation is an outpouring of inner vision. Okay. And so, what you see is what you get. So, physicist David Bohm said all matter is frozen light, meaning that light and life are the same essence in two different states of existence. One is the formless spiritual light we call God, and the other is the transformed expression of that godliness we call life. So, how does light become life? How does formlessness miraculously alchemize into form? Quantum physics states that nothing exists without an observer, and the observer's point of view determines what is observed. In other words, what we see in the mind is what we get out there in the world. We create our experience of life from what we believe is real or unreal, and what we create is no accident. It is our highest intelligence, our godliness, mirroring back to us experiences that will expand our awareness and bring our consciousness to the next level. Many people believe that creation ended with the book of Genesis, but in fact, it is constantly occurring. Creation never ends. It is God's mind field, continually expressing itself as the heavens, earth, sun, moon, stars, and everything else that exists. That's it. Wow, that was like a lot of information in that tiny page.
हिंदी में एक
It's a
लाइन है
beautiful
this
book.
says
Yeah.
जाकी रही भावना जैसी मतलब the way you imagine or visualize, that's what you get or see, so it's kind of similar.
No, and it's very, I don't know, clearly, I've been thinking about the whole Shiva Shakti concept, like, and I know Nitya did a session in the spontaneous practices recently where also it sort of came up a little bit. And so I was going and reading about Adi Shankara, and, he's supposed to have initially only been praying to Shiva. And then at one point he realized why Shakti is also important. So then so that whole thing came up in that session, and I went and was reading all of that. And I don't know, this suddenly comes up and explains in 4 lines the whole concept of Shiva and Shakti. So I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. The fact that it's simply like, he said, what is like it's when it's formless, it's just light, and when it's in form, then there's life, right? Like, so in
Yeah.
that sense, also what Nitya also keeps pointing out, that we're already whole, there's nothing wrong. So it's just that this is the dream that we're sort of playing out, and everything that's happening to us is going to take us to the next step. So yeah, so great. I was
It's
like,
all good.
yeah.
Yeah. I could go next. I have like a completely different thing. It's a rat race. So again, I read this from this book before. This is the moments in between. Oh, sorry, my thing is. I'll tell you the name anyway. It's The Art of the Quiet Mind by David Kuntz. So this is a small thing again, like just a small snippet, and they are saying that you pick up like it's kind of like what you said, like you choose your own um metaphor for your life's journey. So rat race, I'll just read. The metaphor of the rat race as a way to talk about the nature of contemporary life is instructive. I wonder about its origin and just what is a rat race. I picture a maze in some scientific lab with a dozen rodents scrambling in all directions, trying with great frustration to find their way to freedom. Is that a rat race? Did anyone tell the rats that they were in a race? Is there really a winner in a rat race? And that we should choose this metaphor as a way to talk about the way we live our lives is what? Like alarming? Well, we have got to get going and join a rat race. Do we? Like, do we really have to? The metaphors we use not only reflect the way we live, but create the way we live. If we call life a rat race, then it will tend to become one. So let's change our metaphors. Here are a few suggestions. Life is a cat prowl. So I envision slow and careful steps, a calm awareness of what is going on around and in my neighborhood, and a pace that suits my needs. Life is a dog walk. I move now with lively interest, with stoppings and goings, encounters with other dogs, trees, squirrels, people, always ready to respond to a friendly petting. Life is a foxtrot. Here is a bouncy, stepped way to dance through life. Find a partner, you can always sit the next one out. Life is like a monkey march. Life is like a pony canter. Life is like a whale breach. Life is like a swallow soar. Life is a pig parade. Life is an elephant lope. Life is a bear excursion. So pick the one, spend some quiet time today, and pick your metaphor for your life's journey. And there's a quote by Lily Tomlin that the trouble with the rat race is that even if you win, you're still a rat. So I really like this moments in between thing. It just talks about these you can, so I think I want to be the cat. I'm not a, I mean, I have a dog, I'm a big fan of dogs, but I like this cat prawl with moving with awareness, you know, and grace, of course. So
Yeah, that was very, even I was focused on the cat one because in general, you look at them, they feel like they're always meditative. And so I've been very intrigued by them. And so, yeah, it's true. Like how they walk is literally like there's no rush, there's
there's no
nothing.
rush.
It's like I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah. Also, the other thought that came to me is how all the animals are choosing to be so much more mindful than us. And
True.
I think the rat race also you have to define that it's only in the scenario that you have put them in a lab,
Mm.
forcefully that they have to run to escape. Because otherwise, probably they are just not running all the time. They're just living. So yeah, just living is good. All right. Who wants to go
We
next?
have to be very careful about the words we use because our word is our wand.
Hmm.
Yes, that was another
That's a very
thing.
powerful one.
Mm.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, yeah.
I think a lot of words we use are just because they're used,
Yep.
without giving much thought to the words, right? So
No, and
yeah, we can
since
be
this
more
whole
mindful.
journey, I think I've also become more aware of, like, when I use something like that, I stop, I can catch it.
Exactly.
Okay, wow,
Exactly.
I needn't say that, right? Like, and this saying this is what is making me feel this way is something that is
Yeah,
quite
Correct.
interesting. Like, okay, you can describe it in a different way, right? Yeah.
yeah. I think that's where affirmations come in also. So when you're
Yeah.
saying something positive, even if you don't feel it, just saying it is, to some extent going to change that energy.
I must
Correct.
share, since you all spoke about Shiva and Shakti,
Mm-hmm.
and as all of you know, I journal a lot, right? I've
Yeah,
been journaling since years. So I had this statement I used to keep writing: "I'm whole, healed, and
complete.
complete. I'm whole, healed, and complete. I'm whole, healed, and complete." And one day I was sitting, and this thought came to my mind, and I have this from childhood because I'm from Calcutta. So, we've grown up with the mother female
Mm.
energies, right? With
Yeah.
Ma Kali, Ma
I'm
Durga.
also from Calcutta, yeah. So I
Oh
totally know.
yeah, so Ma Saraswati. So it's more female. And then when I came here and during my son's illness, I was asked to go to Mother Mary, and there was a miracle. My son was miraculously cured and all that. So again, it was female energy. So
Mm.
I'm more inclined to female energy. So I got this message, and I was studying Nichiren Buddhism, so I was not doing idol worship and things like that. So I had a Shiva which my friend sent me from Calcutta. Actually, she had done the Pratima and everything on it, but I kept it aside. And I got a message: you are whole, heal, and complete, but not balanced. So I kept,
Mm.
it kept ringing in my mind. And while I'm writing, I, what I wrote, I read it later. You have too much of female energy. You got Shakti, but Shiva is missing.
Mm.
So I
Wow.
then, ever since I've been, like I got the Shiva in and I've been putting water and things like that. And then it says, oh, I used to write balance, and I was told I'm not balanced because I've got more female, I'm more inclined towards female and thing. So
Mm.
you do get answers
Yep.
from within yourself. Then I realized, oh yeah, you need Shiva and Shakti to feel balanced and complete.
Beautiful.
So
So
true.
yeah.
Preeti is
So
back.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Preeti, you're on mute if you want to.
Sorry. No, beautiful. I love what you both read, Smita and Shubhra. Uh, it's really beautiful. And yeah, Shiva and Shakti. Shakti is the force, that is the Mother Earth. So Mother Earth is constantly creating. She is the Prakriti, she is the Shakti.
Mm-hmm.
And Shiva is the consciousness, and Shakti creates the body.
Yeah.
So if we are more in the body and less in the consciousness, yes, as Manisha said, this there is imbalance, and that
yeah.
imbalance reflects in our lives in various ways.
Mm.
I went to get a book actually. I had forgotten totally that we're doing a book, reading or
Yeah.
sharing or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Puneet, you go next.
Yeah, then you can find the book, Preeti, meanwhile.
Yeah, I
Also
found the
read,
book, but I'll wait for Puneet to
yeah,
read
yeah, yeah.
something
You
or
could also
share
read
something.
one of your cards and stuff, we can do that also.
Oh, then I'll get my cards. You
Huh.
guys, you
And since it's a small group, you can pull one for each of us also, like we'll see. That
Yeah,
will
I
be
did
fun.
too.
definitely, definitely, 100%. Okay, you
Fun.
start reading, I'll go and get my cards.
All right.
Thank you. It started on such a beautiful note, this call. And, I have been last few, I would say, months pretty much, just very interested in stories of all kinds. I think I maybe, missed growing up. So much was not told, like people attend I don't know, at temples or wherever where they're told stories. So I've been more and more interested in looking at our mythology stories, what happened in this, that. So I'd come across the story which she was talking about Adi Shankara, and how he had actually fallen at the bank of the river, and he had become so ill and tired, like weak, that he could not get to the river to get a sip of water, and he was like kind of passed out there. And then a lady came to him, which was goddess in person, like the embodiment of a goddess came to him, and she told him that, can you he tells her, can you please give me a sip of water? She's like, why don't you go get it yourself? Then he tells her, I don't have any energy, मेरे बिल्कुल शक्ति नहीं है वहां तक जाने के लिए. So she's like, but you don't believe in Shakti, you only believe in Shiv. And that's when he realizes that that was the imbalance. So listening to the story that, connects also with uh, what Manisha was just telling
Yeah,
about
one
the
without the
balance.
other is not complete, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
right. And then yesterday I was listening to the story of Ganesha, because yesterday was Ganesh Chaturthi started, and then so the story goes that and I don't know, you might all have heard of this. It's new to me, so it's fascinating for me. So that when Parvati has created this boy by herself, so it has all the energies, has all the Shakti, and she's created it by herself. And so and she's kept him to guard the door, so that he doesn't allow Shiva to come in. And then Shiva comes and he wants to be allowed, and he stops Shiva. And then there's all the war. He defeats all the Ganas and Devas, and then eventually Shiva is gets annoyed, and he cuts off his head. And then when he has to be revived back, because Parvati is of course very upset that you beheaded the son I created, the child that I created. And so when he has to do that, she actually requests him that, since I created him, he has all the Shakti, but he needs your blessings to have the consciousness. He needs the Shiva element. And that's how Ganesha is created, with the both, so that the balance is there.
Wow, okay.
And I think that's the message. Somehow it's coming back in both those stories. Well, I again brought this book, Kitchen Table Wisdom by Rachel Naomi Remen, and I'll read from here. So it's a random story. Let's see how it goes. And she's a doctor, basically, who treats cancer patients, and so she writes stories about them. Attached or committed. 35 years ago, I had a patient, a young man who had become separated from his ski party and spent 3 days in below zero weather, yet somehow had managed to survive. He had been hospitalized for several days in the ski country and then flown into our center in New York because of frostbite and progressive gangrene of his feet. The local surgeon had wanted to amputate, and it was hoped that our world-renowned vascular surgical team would avoid this difficult choice. He had some initial surgery, and for 3 weeks the outcome was not clear. Then his left foot began to improve, and his right became steadily worse. The time for amputation at hand, the young man flatly refused. He preferred to keep his foot. Gradually, he became sicker and sicker as the toxins from his injured foot began to flood his body. His family and friends were desperate, but he would not be moved. He would keep his foot. The situation came to a head late one evening when, for the third or fourth time, a group of doctors shared his most recent laboratory studies and reviewed his worsening condition with him. In the midst of this discussion, his fiancée, overwhelmed by the possibility of her lover's death, was driven beyond her endurance. Weeping, she tore his engagement ring off her finger and thrust it onto the swollen black little toe of his right foot. I hate this damned foot, she sobbed. If you want this foot so much, why don't you marry it? You're going to have to choose. You can't have us both. We all looked at the small, bright diamond surrounded by the black and rotting tissue of his foot. Even under the fluorescent light, it sparked with life. The young man said nothing and closed his eyes with weariness. Weary ourselves, we left to continue the medical rounds. The next day, he scheduled his surgery. I continued to follow him through the fitting of his artificial foot and his rehabilitation. At the end of a year, only a slight limp marked his difficult choice. 2 weeks before his wedding, I revisited that final medical conference with him, asking him what had changed his mind. He said that seeing the diamond on his toe had shocked him. Jenny had been right. He had been married to his foot. Her dramatic gesture had helped him to see for the first time that he was more attached to keeping his foot than he was committed to his life, to their life together. Yet it had been the promise of that life that he had clung to, that had enabled him to survive 3 days alone in the snow. While attachment has its source in the personality, in what the Buddhists refer to as the desire nature, commitment comes from the soul. In relationship to life, just as in human relationships, attachment closes down options. Commitment opens them up. Modern life has made us people of attachment rather than people of commitment. Instead, indeed, many people have found that it is difficult to tell the difference between attachment and commitment in their own lives. Yet attachment leads farther and farther into entrapment. Commitment, though it may sometimes feel constricting, will ultimately lead to greater degrees of freedom. Both involve in the moment an experience of holding, sometimes against the flow of events or against temptation. One can distinguish between the two in most situations by noticing over time whether one has moved through this activity or this relationship closer to freedom or closer to bondage. Attachment is a reflex, an automatic response which often may not reflect our deepest good. Commitment is a conscious choice to align ourselves with our most genuine values and our sense of purpose. Surviving in a setting of life-threatening illness may involve a willingness to let go of everything but life itself. I'll read that last part again. Attachment is a reflex, an automatic response which often may not reflect our deepest good. Commitment is a conscious choice to align ourselves with our most genuine values and our sense of purpose. Survival in a setting of life-threatening illness may involve a willingness to let go of everything but life itself. That's what came up.
Wow, so powerful. Read this one before, but it so clearly to me pointed out the whole attachment versus, that was such a beautiful one, the attachment versus commitment.
Yeah. And it's commitment is like making the conscious choice. That's where the awareness is.
Yeah. No, and it, the thing it said about it opens up options, because attachment is usually like, I want it this way and I want it this way, right? Like it is that kind of
We're
holding
stuck.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stuck. And versus the broader thing about this is important to me, and then options open up to say, how do you go ahead and do anything possible to sort of get that to come about? Or like just you're committed to life, or you're committed to your family, or whatever it is, right? So you just do things for them and you just go around doing things versus I want the outcome to be like this. So that's like an attachment. So that was beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, loved it. All right, Preeti is back.
Yeah, that was beautiful. See, I have two books with me. So when you spoke of I was going to read from this book, but now you spoke of attachment. So I was just reminded of something.
The
Yeah,
Bhagavad.
you can
Uh,
share. It's a free flowing session. So
yeah. So I was, this was in 2021. Okay. I have a friend who's like me, an intuitive, past life therapist. And so she's in Australia and we kind of know each other since quite a few years. So we were just chatting I think sometime in July in 2021. And suddenly I just intuitively said, you know what, Mrinal, let's swap a past life. Let's just do a swap, you know? She said, yeah, let's do. I mean, we known each other so long, but we never done it. So, we decided we'll do over the weekend. And it so happened Tuesday, Wednesday we must have spoken, and then she messaged me after our call ended after half an hour or an hour that there's something wrong with the electricity in my house. Half the things have gone, and only a few things are working. And it was cold over there. Australia is cold in this season, right? Winter, they experience winter right now. So I just said you relax, and then next day she got it done. She got a electrician and got it done, and it seems that there were too many things on one circuit, so short circuit ho gaya tha. Why am I saying this? Because it's relevant. Okay. Then she had a hectic couple of days. So when we met up on Saturday online, she said, Preeti, can you lead the session because I'm tired? I said, no worries. Okay. Now, for me, I have been doing past life in meditation. I teach also people to see past lives in meditation. I'm not a hypnotherapist. I don't know hypnosis. My way is a Zen way. So it had been quite a while since I had taken anyone into past life. Because I used to take only people who wanted to learn. I was against taking individual sessions. Okay, because I said, how much money are you going to spend individual session? You learn it, you do it, I'll give you all the recordings. So my angels kind of banged me on my head. Don't do that. Not everybody wants to learn. I figured that out later. Anyways, and it was like, and whenever I would take someone for a past life, I would invariably be guided to take them into Akashic clearing. Okay. So I was like, oh yeah, after a long time, we are going into a past life. So we started the session and we kind of went in, and I asked her, okay, what do you say? I mean, on the screen, they just show, okay, screen, kya likha hai? What is written over there? So she said, because Krishna is involved, said, what is it written over there? What is it written over there? So he's written over there, if you so choose, this can be your last lifetime. Now, unbeknownst to each other, we both had chosen at different points of time that this is done. We just want to get it done and be out of here. Okay. So I had chosen probably 20 years ago, when I had gone to a hypnotherapist to see past lives and clear out some fears and phobias. So I had gone with the agenda that I want to know what is the purpose of this life. Khatam karke jana hai, that's it. Right? Now, she must have also chosen at some point in her life, but we didn't know that we have chosen this. So it was like a tight slap on both of our faces. Wake up, if you so choose. So he was showing these words to both of us. She was saying it, but I was also seeing it. So we had a dialogue with Krishna. How do we do that? Okay, you're saying last lifetime. We also want it to be last lifetime. But how do we do that? So he's saying, forgive, let go of attachment, your attachments, holding on to expectations, looking for love and expecting it from others is keeping you stuck. The love of your team, your guides and angels, is so boundless and is ever more than what any human can give you. Now, I have written it all down because I know I will forget. I was channeling and I would forget. So, immediately after the session, I just wrote it down. Okay. So, these are his words. The love of your team, your spiritual team, your guides and angels is so boundless and is ever more than what any human can give you. Next question we asked. So how do we do that? Saying attachment, let's choose how. How do we do that? Now look at this fellow. Krishna referred to detachment and attachment as a switch. So this was crazy. When too many attachments are on one circuit, it breaks down. Referring to her short circuit in her house just 2 days back. Okay. So
Wow.
clear that. Let's separate the circuit, flip the switch to detached attachment and let the light flow. Yeah, all very good said and done. Okay, you can say, how do we do it? So next question was, boss, we are family householders, family holders. So what do? We become sadhu, we go away, leave everything without any attachments and go through the rest of our life. To this, he guided me to say that no, you simply let go, forgive, clear the karmic debts, and coexist in love, peace, and harmony. So he reminded us that we are here to serve with our special skills. We shouldn't undervalue ourselves and the work that we do. So that's when I asked him, are we meant to do Akashic clearing today? He ultimately said, oh, I thought you'd never ask. I said, one jhap, wait, I'll come there, I'll give you one tight slap. You've been playing with us. So this is when I used to have been doing Akashic clearings for a very long time. That is when I started focusing mainly on relationship clearings. That's when we had with Mrinal, I had the session. And after the session, I started clearing my own relationships in focus to the root, just the way we did that. And I was guided to tell this to Nitya. I sat on it for 10 days until my guides chewed my ears off. And I called him up. I said, I don't know why I'm supposed to tell you this, but this is what it is. He said, Preeti, do it for the Share Your Gifts group. I said, all right, let's do this. Great. So that's what happened. And yeah, next day onwards, I began my journey of clearing karmic accounts with people in my life. It so happened that I became quite quiet and at peace with myself and my life. So everything tab tak ka khatam, quiet and at peace. So that was an experience. And imagine I was going to read something else. I was going to read from this book.
Mm. No, life, I feel like I love this session because it's, it keeps, this is one of the places where I'm like, we're truly tuning into what's coming up in the moment, right? Like,
Exactly.
usually we have some plan, like, "Well, this is what I'll share and everything." This sessions are like, it literally has its own flow and you can see it in action very clearly. So, yeah.
And imagine while y'all were reading, I said, okay, which book do I pick? I was thinking of another book, but no, I was guided to use this book. And Puneet spoke, and they told me, let Puneet speak first. So Puneet spoke, and I said, okay, she's speaking of attachment. I quickly ran and got my diary.
Ah. And I'll tell you another fascinating thing is that just on Friday or Thursday, I've literally I begged for an answer around this attachment thing, like I'm like, I
Imagine.
don't know how to get past this, and please show me an answer to this, right? Like where are you guys, right? Like I'm literally like, where are you guys? Like, what is this? I've been struggling with this. Like, come and show me an answer to this. And I'm like, I'm just watching this play out right now. I'm like, wow, even what Puneet read and now what you read, I'm like, okay. Yeah, it just happened. It's happened too many times now to doubt it. So, so I,
And I've realized in my life attachment is due to insecurities. It's due to fear. It's due to fear.
yeah.
We are overly attached to people, stuff, and the outcomes out of insecurity and fear. So insecurity and fear could be in the zone of health or wealth or relationships or occupation or self-awareness or soul growth. Because these are the 5 pillars of physical existence. And we may have chosen that insecurity as a challenge, as a lesson to be learned in this lifetime, depending in which sphere we have, which pillar we have chosen. So if it's relationships where you feel too deeply attached, then yes, that is the relationships pillar that needs to be focused on. If it's occupation, then yes. Outcomes, yes. So that's
Yeah, no, I don't want to derail this discussion. So I don't know.
no, you were asking something. Go ahead, please. Sorry.
Yeah, no. So I had this question because where I get trapped is on small things. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I can deal with the big things and letting go of them to whatever extent. But I feel like, okay, my room has to be clean or the living room should look a certain way. And my kid is the one who comes and challenges that in a very strong way, right? Like, and that I'm like, why can't I have this? Right? Like for me, I'm like, I'm letting go of all the big stuff. Like, why can't I have this small thing? Like, that's where I get like stuck. Like, why should I let go of this? Why can't I have it? That's where I was
So
like,
yeah, so Smita, life is lived in small moments.
right.
The big it's not readable. You'll have to read it. You'll have to read it. It's blurred.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's what
Yeah,
I
exactly. No, the thing is all
Coincidences are like crazy here.
yeah.
Yeah, today.
The thing is, it's always the small stuff that stays with us. Like in my sessions of emotional wellness, whether it's a workshop or whether it's a healing session, it's always the small things that build up.
Hmm.
It's always the small things that build up. बड़ी बड़ी चीजें लाइफ में कभी कभी होती है, रोज की छोटी छोटी चीजें तो होते रहती है. you know
Yeah.
so because that is where our belief system comes in, our mindset comes in, and acceptance comes in. How
Hmm.
old is your son, Smita?
9.
Yeah. So that's a 9-year-old high energy child. Okay. So you need to accept that a 9-year-old boy house is going to look a certain way.
Yeah, no, I don't have that acceptance. That's my problem.
Yeah. So that's where that your lesson is acceptance.
Yeah. Yes.
And because that irritation, then it would come out on the child in some way or the other, or on your husband or anything, whatever is around you, whoever is around.
Yeah.
So an acceptance that yes, this is the period, that this is how it is. Enjoy this. It's okay. It's okay. What you can do, you do. What you can't do, you don't do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add to it is just don't want to add that line that, oh, since nobody else does it, like since we're talking about cleaning up a living room, and then when I am the one doing it and doing it and doing it, I want to let go of that feeling of, burden. I just simply think like I'm doing it because it's bothering me.
Yes.
Not putting it on anybody else. I'm not doing it because nobody else does it. I want to put it like, okay, in this moment it is bothering me, so rather than thinking about it and going into the spiral by like who did it, why they did it, why they've
Yeah.
been doing it, I'll just go simply pick up that clutter. It'll
That's
probably take
another
two
trap.
minutes
Yeah, that's
probably
another
take two
one.
minutes to do that. And then
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it's bothering us. I know I am in the same space. Okay. I can't, I always picking up stuff, keeping stuff, getting stuff organized. And I have got lot of yelling. You're not well, you leave. You stop doing this.
Yeah.
I say, and I think, what is this compulsion of getting up and cleaning?
So
Mm.
I was just reading, like in I don't know where I read it, but they said that whatever you have in your space, right, everything is sending you a signal. You know,
Exactly.
so the more things you have, the more jumbled up signals you're getting. So for clarity, like you probably like let's feel good about
Oh,
ourselves. So if you're more aware, you get more signals, which are like, so you want to tune it like to the frequency that you want to. So
Exactly.
declutter.
Exactly. And
true.
I've always been a crazy decluttering person, and I've always fallen into trouble with my family because of that craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe they are not receiving all those signals. That's what like to think now. So I'm like, if I am receiving it,
They've flipped out.
let me clean up whatever is bothering me.
No, but it's true.
Exactly.
Like, they even say, like, for me also it works. Like, if I make my bed the first thing or whatever, if once I do it, I feel like now I can take on this day. It's all
Yeah.
like, it's almost like a symbolic representation of clearing my mind. Like, okay, this is all set
But
now.
that's how it works. That's how it works for me also. It's kind of, because everything is energy. And let's say it is our अपना sheet है जो अपना cover है जो लेके सोते हैं, so it has our energy. So if we just leave it lying like that, the inside, the mind is also going to be like that.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
interest.
That's it's organizing your mind first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like the small things are not the small things. They are
They're
just things.
not.
No
They are
small
not.
thing, no big thing. Right?
No.
It's how
It's
we react to every single one is defining like the whole progress.
it's again a belief system. See, for me, it is like, okay, it's been ingrained since childhood. My mom used to be a cleanliness freak. I am a cleanliness freak. My mother-in-law was a cleanliness freak. So it's kind of like, running in the bloodstream. So
Yeah.
I need to kind of take a pause and step back, and learning to do that.
This is
Yeah.
work in progress, right? We're all
It's a work in progress. It's not happening right today or tomorrow, but it's, yeah.
But what is fascinating is that we all feel in different, phases and stages of life, but we still all have the similar thing. Like it's
Yeah.
fascinating to see the connection, and that we all, seeing us as process, not as a very personal thing. It's sometimes liberating, right? You take
Yeah.
the burden off. Smita is like that. Smita thinks like that. No, all of us think like that, and all of us are learning, and some days we get good, we
Yeah.
let go of the small stuff, and some days the small stuff gets us,
we are,
so
we
yeah.
are bogged
it's like
down.
a
We are
process.
literally bogged down with it. I need to
Yeah.
do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And
Yeah.
it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. Nobody is, I mean, it's only we judging ourselves,
Yeah.
True.
criticizing ourselves.
Yeah.
And
That's
sometimes, with all the wisdom and everything we keep like reading and trying to imbibe, sometimes you just like lose it. So it's fine. Like, like
It's fine. We are
it's fine.
humans. We are
Then
allowed
you're
to do
real.
that. We are real.
that's the real thing. Yeah.
All right. So I
All
have
right.
my
Okay.
card deck.
Let's do the
So
card deck and then
Yay.
yeah.
Okay.
yes. Okay. So anyone
Beautiful.
has any specific questions, or just go with one by one, go with your.
Yeah, who wants to go first? Anybody?
I feel like Manisha should go first. She started with this beautiful poem, so
Okay.
Yes,
Anything?
Manisha.
No problem.
Yes, Manisha. Do you have anything specific in mind, or you just are open to receiving any guidance that comes in?
Open to receiving.
All right. So just close your eyes and just take a nice deep breath. And allow your inner voice to guide you to any number or numbers between 1 to 38, which includes 1 and 38 both.
Okay.
Whatever comes first.
7.
Is there any other number coming up besides 7?
Um,
If it's not, it's okay.
yeah. 34.
All right, sounds good. All right, let me just find the number, okay? 7 and 34.
34.
Right. And it's interesting, 7 and 34. 34 is also 7, and 7 is 7, of course. Okay, where are you? Kahan ho? I got 7. Okay, where did 34 hide? Okay, so 7 is, this is your card.
Looks like a
Chestnut
flower,
bud.
right?
It's a flower.
Okay.
These are, I'm
Oh, yeah. All
using
flowers.
the Bach flower.
Back
Bach
flower.
flower.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a
Back.
chestnut bud. Okay. So this says, now I'm going to read the keywords and see which one connects with you as of now. Awareness, trust, presence, focus, inner wisdom. What connected with you as of now? Awareness,
Actually,
trust, presence,
trust.
focus, trust. All right, that's wonderful. So here, okay, I'm just looking for the 34. Oh, yeah. Oh, 34 is water violet.
So pretty.
Now, in this, the keywords are confidence, compassion, gentleness, spontaneity, faith, and humor. Again, confidence, compassion, gentleness, spontaneity, faith, and humor. What calls out to you?
Faith.
Trust and faith. Okay, now this reading is going to another level. Okay, now trust and faith. Now affirmations over here are, I'll read them later. What is the difference between trust and faith? Faith is in the higher power, in the divine. Trust is in the world around us, in people, in the world around us. Trust. Okay. So when this is calling out to you, your root chakra, you're being asked to focus on your root, because faith and trust and belief is the foundation of our existence, and it sits in the root chakra. Okay. So you need to focus on where your inner child feels insecure in terms of your faith in the higher power, and in terms of your trust in the people around you, in the world around you. Okay, where your inner child feels challenged or insecure. Now I'll read both the affirmations. Chestnut Bud says, "I'm alert and aware. I learn from each experience and grow in my wisdom." Now, Chestnut Bud is all about learning from your experience and not repeating the same mistakes again and again. So here it says, just focus, be alert and aware. Where do you feel the pattern is getting repeated, which is challenging your trust in others? Okay. Now, Chestnut Bud's guidance is, it asks you to become aware of your repetitive patterns and experiences in your routine. When you are present and mindful, you will respond from inner wisdom. Allow your inner child to learn from the past so that it can break repetitive patterns in daily life. Now, this is in everyday life. It is so important. The small stuff is not actually the small stuff.
Yep.
Right? So this is in daily life. Be mindful. Check where the same thing is repeating again and again. And work, respond from your inner wisdom. So just now, look at this flower. Inhale calmness, exhale peace. Inhale the energy of this fly. Inhale calmness, exhale peace. Right? Be present in the here and now. Now that was chestnut bud. Now let us see water violet. Now water violet it tells me that you stop yourself from expressing your gifts and sharing your gifts. This is the first time today I have seen Manisha sharing her gift, and I was so blown away.
Actually, I don't have the confidence at all.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it's the divine is asking you to have faith in the higher power from the guidance that you are receiving. Okay, you are a vessel which receives so beautifully, right? And you can do so much, you can guide so well. So I'm going to read this. Okay, affirmation is, I gently express my true self with love and compassion. I enjoy sharing my talents with the world. I am loved and cherished by all. When you finish the poem and you said maybe it's not finished, but I felt it complete. And I'm going to insist that you share that poem in the group with your name.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to stand out now. Put yourself out in the light.
I do a lot of writing. I do a lot of writing, and now I'm getting the confidence to bring it out, whatever I write. So I will do it in the future.
Always, it doesn't matter. It can be sloppy. It can be rubbish. You may feel rubbish, but it's going to help someone. The guidance from this flower is, your guidance is to share your divine gifts and talents to uplift others. You are a gifted soul, and it's time that you let the world see and experience the beauty of your inner child. So go out there and shine your light. Come on. Inhale peace, exhale joy. Made sense? Now 3 and 4.
Beautiful.
3 and 4. 3 is listen to your intuition. 4 is your angels are always with you. And
My
7
spirit
is
team.
7 is you are on the right path.
Fantastic.
Made sense?
Absolutely spot on, and it's so encouraging, and it's like giving me confidence. Like I said
And
earlier, this platform.
Sorry to cut in, if you are someone who works with Bach Flower remedies or open to taking, get these remedies and take them. They'll help you.
I've done I used to take it. Now because of my treatment, I've stopped.
It is not going to interfere with your treatment.
Okay.
It's going to support you, in fact, more.
Okay.
So if you want these 2 remedies, or if you have the kit, you can please take these remedies.
The 2 are?
Yeah, chestnut bud and water violet.
Okay, water violet and chestnut.
Yes.
Thank you,
Manisha.
Thank you, Preeti. Really appreciate.
That was beautiful, Preeti.
Thank you.
My house number is 34, so I was feeling happy.
Oh, how nice. Yes, who wants to go next?
Puneet is raising her hand.
Yeah, Puneet, unmute. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Puneet.
I love it the way you use these cards. For me, if I pull up a card, I randomly pull a card and then I just take that. I like, this is what we need to take. But I haven't.
There are various ways.
generous.
There is no right or wrong way.
Mm.
One of the easiest way to work with any oracle card deck, not just this. Okay, those decks which have numbers on it.
Mm.
Okay, so if you're if you're pulling it for yourself or anyone you can just ask, okay, pick a number, because number is being picked by your subconscious, not by your conscious. And subconscious knows what you need. Right? So that's the easiest way. Absolutely easiest way. Then it's not rocket science. believe me, this is paper with some picture and words on it,
Hmm.
right? Whether you're using a tarot card or whether you're using oracle card, it's a paper with picture and words on it. And you can just pull a card and see what connects with you. That is also the easiest way.
Hmm.
Or you can just spread it out and use your non-dominant hand and allow it to go wherever it goes. Or you pick an image, whichever image comes to you, just pick that image.
That's how I've been picking randomly with.
Yeah, that's good. And it would resonate. It will resonate. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So today, what do you have any question, or do you just want to go just receive a message just like Manisha did?
I
What
think
would you
just
like to do?
receive a message. Yeah.
All right. So take a nice deep breath in and you tell me what number comes to you.
Actually, when
Number,
I asked
yeah,
her, the number came to me that time. Number was 19
yeah,
and 1.
19 and 1. Just
One.
see. Oh my God, you got agrimony and you got large. Yes, this is 19. This is large.
Large. Okay. Yeah, large I
Okay.
used to pick.
Yeah. So, and let me just find, where did agrimony go? It was just here. Ah, okay. Where did it go? Let me just find it. Yeah. Give me a moment. In the meantime, if others also want to just do numbers, you can pick your numbers. And if you have a specific question, be ready with your question. That's also good. Ah, okay. I found it. Found it.
Yeah.
Agrimony. Okay. So first you picked 19 and then you picked 1. Okay. These are the keywords: self-worth, self-love, focus, trust, confidence. What hits you from here?
Self-love. Say again.
Self-worth, self-love, focus, trust, and confidence.
Confidence.
All right. Now, agrimony, again, self-worth, self-love, trust, truth, authenticity, confidence, self-esteem. Self-worth, self-love, trust, truth, authenticity, confidence, self-esteem.
Authenticity.
Great. Fantastic. All right. So this tells me, you said what? Confidence and authenticity, right?
Authenticity. Yes.
So many a times what happens is, you just wait a minute. I will put my phone on charging. I think the charging is going down. Just give me a moment, yeah?
Hmm.
I'll get the charger. The charger. Hmm. Yeah, just one moment. Okay, I had a charger here and I forgot. Can you guys hear me fine?
Yes. Yes.
Can you guys? Oh,
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can hear
can
you.
you guys? Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just give me a moment. I'm getting the cards with me. Just one moment.
Preeti didn't know that she will be taking like half the session. She was like, okay, we are sharing. I'll share one thing. My phone has enough battery and it will end at 9:30. But none of those things are working. So these sessions have a life of their own.
Exactly.
You just show up. That's it.
So, yeah, we were at authenticity and confidence, right?
Confidence. Yeah.
So, just figure, now confidence is a quality of solar plexus. It's your power center. Authenticity is your throat chakra. So figure out, where do you feel powerless in expressing your truth, your authentic self. Okay, where do you feel that, oh, I can't speak the true thoughts and emotions, whatever you're feeling, okay, whatever you're going through, where you feel you're afraid to be authentic, कि जाने दे कुछ बोल दूंगी तो तकलीफ हो जाएगी, you know, that kind of a thing. Now, Large says the affirmation here is, I trust and believe in my abilities to achieve success in anything that I choose to do. I'm focused and confident. That's the affirmation. And Agrimony's affirmation is, I share my inner truth with ease. I'm authentic with myself and others. Now, Agrimony has come, that means that you actually avoid sharing your true thoughts to avoid any kind of conflicts. Right?
Yes.
To avoid conflicts and quarrels and theek hai jaane do, theek hai jaane do, theek hai jaane, kind of thing, right? So, but then that is breaking down, that you're giving away your power to someone else. And that would slowly affect your solar plexus. Right? वो patience पे affect करेगा, वो balance पे affect करेगा, you know, focus and confidence पे तो affect कर ही रहा है, right? Now, Large is asking you, it asks you to believe in yourself, reassure your inner child that you have what it takes. Go ahead and take the next step. Stop worrying about the outcome. Stop it. Hold the hand of the child in you and move ahead with faith and confidence. Take action now. Inhale trust, exhale confidence. Right? Inhale trust, exhale confidence. And Agrimony says, Agrimony reassures that it's safe for the child in you to be authentic. It's safe to express your true thoughts and emotions. Vulnerability is a strength. Be authentic, be free. Inhale trust, exhale love. Hold your inner child in a loving embrace. Did that make sense? And you have 1, 1, 9, and 1. 1 and 9 is again 1. So 1 is for new beginnings, taking charge. The sun, it is the number of solar plexus. 9 is walking towards your dreams. Doing what you came here to do. And completing a cycle.
But I don't know what I came here to do.
That's okay. But completing a cycle, maybe you need to complete something. Purana kuch khatam karo. At least stop being in your shell when you need to be authentic. Come out and speak up. Forget what the outcome will be. Zyada zyada kya hoga? Kya hoga zyada zyada? Aren't you capable of handling that? You can. Just trust in yourself. You can.
Well, like you were saying, no, it's basically in the interest of harmony. Jhagda nahi hona chahiye. So you just kind of keep
See,
the...
what happens is, when we, in the interest of harmony, when you are keeping quiet in the interest of harmony of your family and your home and your environment, what you're basically doing is you're disrupting the harmony within yourself at the cost of your own well-being and peace of mind. बाहर का झगड़ा बंद करने के लिए आपके अंदर झगड़ा शुरू हो जाता है. That is where the imbalance goes. That is where the confidence comes down. It is not worth it. If you don't speak up for yourself, the other person will never know your true thoughts and feelings. Bottling up never good for your health, for your well-being. Kabhi bhi nahi. Make sense?
Yes, I think this is what I needed. I will take the the remedies also, I have them.
How wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Who
you.
goes next?
This was bang on, Preeti. Smita, you want to go first or you want to go? I'm fine with both.
Okay, I'll go.
Go,
Okay.
Yeah, tell me, Smita.
Okay. So the numbers that came was 24,
Okay.
then there was 6, and there was also 5 trying to creep in, but I don't
No problem. 5 trying to creep in, it's always going to try to keep in.
know.
6 to aa gaya, 24. 24.
It's quite surprising that how our numbers are adding up to the same number. Like
Exactly.
Manisha,
Just see
me,
how
and
it's just,
you. Yeah,
it's,
34 and
it's
7.
the group energy. See, it's the group energy.
And I'm also born like 27, so 9 is my number also. But it came by itself. I didn't like think of it like that. I didn't think in 9 full nine.
See, 6 is cherry plum.
Oh.
24 is pine.
Hmm.
5 is Serato. Yeah. So let's read first the 6. Okay, she's chosen nice 5. Okay. Balance, patience, peace, love, acceptance. What hits you?
Patience.
Okay. From cherry plum. Now pine, forgiveness, letting go, self-love, acceptance, joy.
Letting go.
All right. Serato, focus, clarity, faith, confidence, intuition.
2 was
Focus,
it.
clarity, faith, confidence, intuition.
Intuition.
Great. So you said patience, and okay, patience is solar plexus, letting go is sacral, intuition is third eye. So, so cherry plum is basically asking you to use your patience. Where are you losing patience? Because once you lose patience, you lose your balance as well. What are your fears and insecurities jahan pe aap patience lose kar jate? That you just reflect on it, okay? Now, these fears exist only in the mind. Imagine you and your inner child cocooned in a ball of golden light. Whenever you feel insecure, fearful, impatient, just pause. Yes, I'm feeling impatient. Become aware. I'm impatient right now. So imagine yourself being showered in golden light and cocooned in golden light. Why golden light? Because gold is the color of solar plexus, yellow. Right? Just breathe, calm down, breathe, calm down. That's the first thing you can do. Imagine you are in that light and safe and secure and balanced. Focus on love and wisdom. Inhale peace, exhale peace. So this remedy comes when somewhere that fear and insecurity is really kicking up now and then in whichever area, and it's being reflected as impatience. It could be in the smallest of things, doesn't matter. Choti se choti cheez ho sakti. You know, let's look at pine. Pine, you said letting go. Now, letting go, there is a difference between forgiveness and letting go. Imagine there's forgiveness also and letting go also. Forgiveness is of the person, letting go is of the emotion. Now, your patience and fear and insecurities, it's asking you to let go of the emotions. Okay. Affirmation, I love and accept myself fully. I'm giving my best in all situations. I forgive myself for the things done or left undone. I'm gentle and kind towards myself. So patience, impatience is basically with yourself.
Yeah.
Guidance is you're a beautiful, hardworking soul. Your guidance is to stop dwelling on the past. Watch your self-talk. You're being too hard on yourself. Ask your inner critic to go on a long overdue vacation. Connect with your inner child, your inner nurturer, and be kind and gentle towards yourself. You deserve it. Come on. Inhale love, exhale joy.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then we pick the MasterCard 5, which is on the box.
Oh, yeah.
Serato. This is the one on the box, right? You guys have the box.
Yeah.
And what did you choose from your intuition? All right. Serato is a classic card where it's asking you to stop validating what your inner voice is telling you. Asking for validation. Stop seeking validation. I
Mm,
trust and believe in myself. I'm confident about all my decisions. I have faith in my inner guidance.
mm,
The guidance here is embrace and remind your inner child to have faith in its innate wisdom and to stay focused on the desired outcome. When you focus on the good, you attract it in your life. It's time to stop seeking validation about your inner guidance from the world. You are enough. Come on. Inhale faith, exhale clarity. Inhale faith, exhale clarity.
amazing.
Perfect. Now, the 6. There are 2 6s, 6, 24, and 5. So 6 usually talks about getting balanced, okay? Going back to your heart center, getting balanced, and being aware of your fears, especially surrounding any kind of finances or material stuff.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, that's what 6, angel number 6 talks about. Any finance related or material related stuff. You have any fear, insecurity, doubts, just let it go.
Mm,
If your impatience is around it, just let it go. If you have this remedy, start taking it. Okay.
yeah.
And that's the 6. And 2 and 4. 2 is more about ask for help. And 4 is your angels are with you. And get stable. 4 is stability. Get grounded, get stable.
Mm,
Instead of worrying in your head, speak to someone, ask for help. 5 is because there's change coming. It's a time for change and transformation. So it's normal to go through all these insecurities.
yeah.
Perfectly normal. Ask for help and get ready to change.
Perfect. You answered. I didn't even ask. I didn't even have to ask the specific questions. You answered all of them. So awesome.
Yes, Shubhra, your turn.
My turn, yay.
Yeah,
I'm just feeling like this is so magical already, and I'm just always amazed at how things unfold. So
yeah.
amazing. So I was thinking while Smita was going on, I haven't yet thought of any numbers. Like, should I listen to what Preeti is saying? Should I try to think of a number? And then, of course, then I like, okay, then 4 and 31 and 27 kept coming. So I was like, I don't want to choose 4. Like, like people talked about 4 already, but 4 said no. I'm coming and 31 is coming and then 27.
And whatever needs to come will come. It will,
Because
therefore,
half
said
the time I
God.
was thinking, hey, I am not getting any numbers. Like, my favorite number is 7 and then my house number is 34. And then people have picked up all the numbers I could have picked. And then
You said 4,
yeah, yeah.
31, you said, right?
Yep,
31.
4, 31 and 27.
Okay, okay. 31, where are you? Okay, Vervain. And you said 27, rock water. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
I have zero idea what I chose.
All right. First is Centauri. That's 4, number 4.
Okay,
Okay. And 31 is Vervain.
familiar.
And 27 is rock water.
Okay. Which is
All
the
right.
only one which is not a flower, right?
Yeah. So for Centauri, the keywords are again confidence, focus, authenticity, truthfulness, and self-love. What hits you?
Focus.
Great. Vervain, patience, balance, pause, peace, relaxation.
Balance.
Great. Rock water, spontaneity, gentleness, self-love, acceptance, creativity, forgiveness, letting go.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Yes, spontaneity, gentleness, self-love, acceptance, creativity, forgiveness, letting go.
Forgiveness and letting go both are coming.
Both, great. All right, Ariva. So focus, balance, forgiveness, letting go. So it's your solar plexus and your sacral. Okay, sun and moon, dono. Dekho, solar plexus is ruled by sun. Sacral is ruled by the moon. So here the Shiva Shakti conflict has come in.
It had to conclude this way, right?
All right. So Centauri is it's asking you to draw healthy boundaries. So where is it that you are unable to draw healthy boundaries for yourself? You know, affirmation is I'm loving, gentle, and firm. I maintain healthy boundaries with everyone. Guidance is Centauri assures the child in you that it's okay to say no. Please learn to say no. No is a complete sentence. It is time to draw healthy boundaries as an act of self-love. You're a gentle and kind soul. It's time you shower yourself with kindness, just as you do for others. Pamper the child in you. Come on. Inhale love, exhale love. Inhale love, exhale love.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yep.
Next is vervain. So that was 4 and this is 31. So both are complementing each other. You chose focus over there. You chose balance over here. Both are from solar plexus. Okay. I inhale peace and exhale peace. My thoughts and emotions get balanced with each breath. I sense peace and patience flooding my being. I am relaxed. That's the affirmation. Guidance is vervain reminds you to take it easy. एक तो बाउंड्री नहीं रख रही है, एक्स्ट्रा काम कर रही है ऊपर से जाके. नो वंडर यू आर गेटिंग अ मैसेज, टेक इट इजी, टेक अ ब्रेक.
Okay.
See? So allow the child within to pause and take a break. This is a call for rest. Retreat from the chaos to rest your mind, body, and soul. Please go for a break. Go for a vacation. Relax. All is well and getting better. Vervain helps induce patience, balance, peace, and relaxation. Come on. Inhale peace, exhale gratitude.
Beautiful.
27. Forgiveness and letting go. This is fun. I go with the flow of life. That's the affirmation. I let go of old patterns and allow my spontaneous creative self to blossom. This is very interesting. एक तो boundaries लगाओ, एक तो rest लो and let this old pattern go. When you're resting, please make sure you let this go and forgive yourself.
Okay.
It's okay to say no. I forgive myself for saying no. I forgive myself for setting a boundary.
Yes.
I let go of old patterns and allow my spontaneous creative self to blossom. Guidance is you are being guided to be gentle and easy with yourself. You have set very high standards for yourself. It's necessary to be kind towards yourself. It's okay to enjoy life's little pleasures. Unwind and relax. Allow your creative and spontaneous side to blossom. Free your inner child. Come on. Inhale love, exhale kindness. Yes, जो अपने अंदर की जो rigidity है, wherein no, I should be doing this, I must be nice to everybody, I must offer this time and this to at the cost of my well-being. No. Yes, we are here to serve everybody. Yes, we are here to help everyone. But अगर ये cup full नहीं होगा तो क्या दोगे?
Yeah.
You are an artist.
Yeah. I kept four big canvases in my little studio that I have in my room, and I said, okay, this year I'm going to start and finish like the big one, 3 feet, 4 feet canvases, and I've only done one because I started in January. It took me like 3 months to do it, so I finished that, and वो तीनों वहाँ पे बैठे हैं, तीनों canvases, and I'm like, okay.
खुला रहे.
Yeah, and I'm like every time I'm like, okay, I'll get to it, but मेरा काम ही नहीं खत्म होता है, so I'm never able to do my own art. So I'm taking it like, okay, relax, let me think about and start one of the canvases. Yeah, it's so bang on, Preeti.
Thank you, thank you. I had fun doing readings for y'all.
Thank you
I
so
have
much. Yeah,
to.
We had
I don't even
fun.
know how it came up to me, like to say that, like, okay, let's read a card. Like, you were saying I didn't find a book, so I like thought of your card, and I'm like, okay, Preeti, can you read a card? And yeah,
Yes, ask for it. And
Yeah.
today, how I joined this session.
And
I
you know how
saw the-
less
I
number
saw
of people are here.
I saw the message late and I said, okay, let me see. And I just joined it.
It
meant
is
to
a
be.
divinely guided session, like 100%.
Yes.
I brought this Don't Sweat the Small Stuff book also last moment. We didn't need to read it. We already got the guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I truly
My
believe, even for those who are listening to recording, most of the times, like the cards read for everybody, it's all for the whole group, right? Like it resonates
It's for
for
the
everyone.
whole group, as much as it is for you, it is for me as well.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for whoever will visit this, see this on
Recording.
replay, something is going to be connecting to them as well. The message will be for them as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's never a coincidence that a group comes together, and when we watch on replay again, that's a soul group that needs that message to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And knowing some of us who are here, knowing them personally, even I can say that, oh, okay, इसके लिए ये message बहुत bang on था, इसके लिए भी bang on था, मेरे लिए भी bang on था.
yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Magic.
I can't believe it. Gives me so much confidence to share my other writing now.
Yes.
Yes,
It
you
was
have,
really
Yeah.
beautiful. It was really
you
beautiful.
have to,
Loved it.
even if it's just a paragraph, even if it's
Yeah.
just a comment, make sure you share something.
I will. Now it gives me so much of confidence because I do a lot of writing when I'm sitting in silence on my own emotions, like overcoming fear, what I feel and how I've overcome and whatever my feelings are.
Yes,
I
yes.
Right.
so
And also that poem, I would suggest please record and share with your son. I'm sure you would have, but
I'm waiting for his birthday in October. I'm going to send it to him.
okay.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
3rd October. So I said I have something ready for him.
Hmm.
Even my
Yeah.
birthday, October, 12th October. Yeah, 3rd, yeah, 12th, 3. Number
Oh,
3.
Libra. And who is that? Who's for 3rd, 12th, and?
No, it totals to
Uh,
number 3.
The number 3. Yeah.
oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. The numbers are
Okay.
so much at play. It was
Numbers
like,
are
Exactly. And today, whoever was choosing whatever numbers like 7, 4, and 3, somebody said something else. It was 9. I don't know what. It was just the multiply.
Yeah, it was all adding up to the same
yeah.
number.
Yeah.
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 It's amazing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also chose
Amazing.
4 and 31, 3 and 1, and then 2 and 7,
Yeah.
9. And I think we had the similar numbers the entire, time.
So for
And
you,
And yeah.
4 is getting grounded. Okay? It's a number of getting grounded. Like how we have 4 pillars जिसके ऊपर हम build करते हैं. That is getting
right.
stable. And 3 and 1. 3 is listen to your intuition, be creative. And 1 is chalo, Get going. Take
And
charge.
7 is the chakras, 7 chakras.
Yes, they are all the remedies are connected to the 7 chakras. So
Yeah.
or the other. Each remedy is connected to some chakra or the other. Actually, one of my students who's doing the full course with me, that is, she's chosen to learn everything from me, everything that I do. I said, very good, learn it. So for her, उसके साथ उसको Bach Flower remedies सिखाने के लिए, I am now कार्ड्स तो हैं, अब लिख रही हूं मैं, जिसमें हर एक रेमेडी के साथ का the chakras of course were always there. I'm just noting them down. The crystals that go with that remedy, the archangels that work with that remedy,
Wow.
the mindset of that remedy. That's how I have been able to do this reading today.
Wow.
See, we know this remedy is to help you in fears and insecurities or in patience and whatever. But where does that come from? Why? That's the mindset. It could be coming from another lifetime as well, or a challenge chosen before birth. So see where these remedies can heal us, how deeply they can heal us. So Manisha, when I say that these remedies are not going to interfere with your treatment, they are not. In fact, they're going to help you heal faster.
With the emotions, right? I'm going through. It'll
It's
help.
like, see, whatever physical ailments we go through are because of unresolved emotions.
Correct.
Yeah, Puneet, you have something. Sorry.
Yes, so I have a question. When you say that, we take these remedies, with a specific this thing, and I'm just connecting it to the part of, the sacred contracts and the Akashic. So when we say we want to cut cords with something, like, okay, this was my life's, thing, like, for the relationships or whatever, whichever of the health or wellness or wealth. So if you say that I want to cut cords with this now and do the Akashic clearing, then what does that like you get, are you trying to get rid of that contract or?
See, it is a choice. As Krishna said earlier, if you so choose. So what is your soul choosing? What is your inner voice choosing? Okay. Whether you just want to clear the account up until now, or whether you want to tear off the contract, soul contract, and coexist in love, peace, and harmony. Tearing up the soul contract doesn't mean that वो बंदा या बंदी तुम्हारी लाइफ से चले जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. Okay, वो तुम्हारा जो contract था वो contract नहीं रहेगा. Now it will be something different. So it will be like a fresh relationship, right? And for this, see, whatever you want to cut a link with, we have a link breaker in Bach Flower remedies. 2 link breakers we have. One is walnut, one is honeysuckle. These are the 2 link breakers.
Okay.
Okay. So walnut is a remedy for change. Whenever you are going through any kind of change, take help or take support of walnut. And honeysuckle bhi hai. Honeysuckle will help you release the past easily. Stop looking into the past, stop moping about the past, so to speak. Walnut, honeysuckle, both are link breakers.
All right. No, but in terms of when you let go of this contract, is it something, you're saying कि I had chosen to do this in my life, but am I saying कि अब मेरे से और नहीं होता या मुझे और नहीं करना है? So is that a problem or a mistake? Is it something कि अब ये फिर से वापस I have to deal with it again?
उस टाइम पे उस जोन में जब आप होते हो, okay, आप वापस जाइए उस मेडिटेशन में, whenever you feel like the Akashic clearing, and allow yourself to choose. Don't overthink it. Don't allow your conscious mind to interfere. Okay? उस वक्त allow your soul to choose, and your soul knows what is right for you. Just surrender to that. Surrender to your inner voice. And if your soul is choosing, yes, ये अभी खत्म हो गया, अब बस हुआ, इसमें से मुझे और कुछ नहीं करना है और मुझे इसमें और कर्मा भी नहीं बांधना है. I don't want to add to any more karma over here. Okay. And maybe this, it's like, let's say we get into a partnership. Okay. We make a partnership contract, and we start some business or something, and we are doing it, and somewhere along the line we realize, oh, it's not working out. So instead of getting more messed up in that contract, we shut down that contract, we close the contract, maybe we do something else. Maybe if we were doing, let's say, a writing project, we close that writing project. Maybe we are compatible for something else, not for the
We just
writing
be
project.
friends. Yeah, we can just be friends.
Yes, just be friends.
Hmm.
Got it? Now it's clear?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
How do you connect to your angels, guides? How do you build that from scratch if you don't have, or maybe
Learn
you
it.
with
You need to learn it. You need to learn it. I teach that as well. I have a course which is completely intuition.
Okay. Okay.
So I teach people to connect first to their higher self, then to the spiritual team, whoever, angels, masters. You connect to one, you can connect to everyone. It's no big deal. It is not rocket science.
Hmm.
It's not.
Okay. Thank
Because
you.
the world, the times that we are getting into is where we need to use our intuitive wisdom and emotional intelligence. These are the two strengths as human beings we are going to be requiring, because बाकी सब तो AI पे चल रहा है या चलेगा. हम क्या करेंगे?
We need our intuitive wisdom. That's true.
Exactly.
Can we share details of this course on the group? Is that
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will. So which one? See, because I am right now
intuition
Intuition,
one.
connecting with your guides.
intuition only or emotional intelligence as well.
Both,
It's
I think.
separate or what?
I am in the process of
Of putting
blending them
together.
into
Okay.
one. Blending
do
them
it.
into one.
Oh, good. That works. Yeah.
That works, yeah.
That works, right? So
Beautiful.
let me just blend them into one, create a program, and I'll share it I'll
Yeah,
share
do
it with
it.
you, and you can share it in the group.
Perfect.
It
Yes.
will be online, right? Like just
Yeah,
recordings.
online, everything. If
No, I mean
9
just recordings or in live.
I would prefer to do it live,
Yeah.
because that's where the magic happens.
Hmm.
Yeah,
With
and you
PTA,
can.
definitely.
You also plan to record it in case the times don't work, basically.
Yeah, I will plan to record if the times don't work. Yeah, that I will do the recording. Don't worry.
Okay.
However, the beauty is when we do it live, the things that come through, like how they have come through today,
Today,
Yep.
it's pure magic.
Yes.
absolutely. Mystical magic, mystical magic.
Yeah. So that's fine. Sure.
I'm going to trust my intuition, because when this session started and I saw Manisha and she was just sharing, she got a haircut, she got a new thing, and we talked about September being new beginnings and new thing. And I said, okay, this is going to be a very high energy. This is going to be a very, happy, energetic session. And so it has been. It's been amazing. I think one thing is Smita came up with this firelight, sitting and sharing concept. We loved it so much. We had the first time, and then we said, okay, let's do it again. But now
Yeah,
I'm
we
thinking,
should.
And I was like, oh my God, I missed it. I forgot. Maybe we went out today. I said, oh, let me see if I can still get in. It's way past. They must have begun, but let me see if I can get in.
oh my God, this Preeti's energy is I think Preeti, your
At another
guidance
level,
needed
yeah.
to, yeah,
And you were
you
meant
needed
to
to
do a
share.
lot with us today, looks like. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, wow. And
yeah.
imagine today it is 8, 9, 8.
Ah.
I
Nine,
know.
nine
10,
is
32 hours.
9 is where we are completing things. 9 is where we are going after, we are told, go after your dreams, go after your purpose. And purpose is not something that is one thing. It is in this moment, this is my purpose.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right now, this is what's calling out to me.
Yep.
Oh.
Everybody, so many people, because Western countries have hyped the concept of purpose so badly. People think, अरे मैं सचिन तेंदुलकर नहीं हूँ, मैं लता मंगेशकर नहीं हूँ, मैं आंद्रे अगासे नहीं हूँ. What's wrong with me? No, man. No. Its purpose is where you are right now. What are you meant to do in this moment?
Correct.
That's our purpose. Supposed to sleep, go to sleep. Supposed to talk, talk. Laugh. Dance, dance.
Yeah, yesterday, very strange. I went to, that was also impromptu I was invited, but I didn't want to go. I went to this pub. It's called Cafe Football, and there's this live band. There was this lady. She was singing so beautifully, and there were tables of a lot of single ladies, and they were singing songs of the 80s, like "I Will Survive" and all, which really gets you. I was really, really impressed with her. And guess what? She is a nurse, senior nurse in one of the top hospitals in Singapore, doing surgeries, helping in surgeries during the day. And in
Mm.
the evening, she's singing in the band. I was like, wow, her profession and her
You
purpose
Meeta,
and her passion, she's living it, living it.
Balance.
We're
Yeah,
all
so
multi-dimensional in that sense, right?
I mean,
that's
she's so fortunate that she was so bubbly, so happy. And I said, all her patients must be recovering fast. She must be singing for them. And music has no language. It just brings up your vibes. It takes you to a different level. It raises your vibrations. I said, this nurse must be really, really at
Good.
another level.
music is what fills up her cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Music is what fills up her cup, which then she's able to go and share with her patients. If she doesn't do that,
yeah,
she has no energy to share with her patients.
Yeah.
So
really.
she needs to do that.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. And I told her I'm going to bring my whole girl gang next Friday, which, and yeah. But I realized that whatever I want to do, I'll do joyfully. If I can't do it joyfully, I'm going to just stop, not do it at all.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Great.
I think that's the word I
Yeah.
get whenever I see Preeti. Joy is the word because she's
Thank
always,
you.
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank
Thank
you
really.
you.
so
Thank
much.
So
you. Thank
grateful, so
you.
grateful. Thank
Thanks
you,
Yes.
all of you.
for joining. This has been
Thank you.
fun.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Next.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Lovely.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
See you
Bye.
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.